Hello everybody, this is the Lozzie88. Welcome to part 3 of my Disney Lego Minifigures series. This is the final part. I hope you've enjoyed the previous 2 installments. This basket is looking pretty empty now. I really hope that they come out with a series 2 of this, as there are just so many characters that they could potentially make into minifigures. So, but I'd also really like a Harry Potter set, so we shall see. I'm going to go straight into some sounds, and then I will tell you which ones we have currently received, just as a little catch up, and then we will start opening these. Okay, here we go. So I cannot remember off the top of my head the order which I opened my figures. But here is my checklist. And we've currently ticked Stitch, the alien from Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, Aladdin, the genie, Maleficent, the Cheshire Cat, Minnie Mouse, Mr. Incredible, Syndrome, Captain Hook, and Ursula. So this is the final set of 6 that I will be opening, and if this has worked the way I want it to, because I bought a full set, I should end up with an Alice, a Daisy, a Donald, a Mickey, a Peter Pan, and an Ariel today. Okay, so lovely. I'm going to not worry about laying them out at the moment, and I'm going to randomly pick one from in this basket. And I think I'm going to go for the front one, this one here. So I was saying that I would like a series 2, and I've previously said it in my first part, and I really think there are a lot more figures that they could do. We don't have a Goofy or Pluto, and we don't have a Beauty and a Beast, which is the ones that I said previously. But I think I would also really like a King Triton. Is it King Triton or King Titan? Ariel's father. That would be nice to add to the mix. The same with Tinkerbell to add to the Peter Pan and Captain Hook. I think they could add a few more Disney princesses and maybe a couple of the dwarves. Grumpy, of course. And maybe Dopey. They were my favourite. They definitely should do some more Toy Story figures. Maybe a Woody and a Jessie. And who else? A Lilo to go with Stitch. Maybe a Mad Hatter or a White Rabbit. It's really hard to come up with them. Like, I get all these ideas in my head, and then when I sit down to film, I can't remember. Alright, I'm going to open this first one. We're going to get straight in. Okay. And we have the checklist. Ooh. We have an Alice. There's lots of little pieces. So we've got the base, as always. And we've got her legs, and these are very short legs. But they do, oh no they're not, no they're not the short legs. They just, I don't know, they just seem short because it's been a while since I filmed one of these. So there we have, it's actually very similar to Minnie Mouse's legs with just the block of colour on the shoes. So we've got those. And a little circle, what's that? I think that is supposed to be the cookie. It looks kind of like, you know, but I think it's supposed to say eat me or something on it, isn't it? But it looks like a cookie. Looks like a little iced cookie. And then we have the bottle of potion. And this one is a nice clear plastic. And it says drink me. And it's really well done. And here's her face. And it's a really simple, very pretty, I like her lipstick. Oop, my nail's covering her. Her lips are really well done, and her eyes, they just look so big and innocent. It's very nice. And little tiny eyebrows. Her hair is a very thick piece actually. This is really quite hefty. And it's got her signature black bow. And it's very minimal in detail, but it is a really big piece. I wonder if Ariel's hair is going to be the same. There we are. It's a lovely like lemon pastel yellow colour. Then we have her skirt, which just has the front, it's very lively, the front part of her pinafore on it. And it is the same shape as the Minnie Mouse one. Do you see that? So from the previous episode we did. And then I believe, yeah. So this is the front. And it has the black blob. There's the front of her pinny. And a little blue dress. Oops. And then the back has a little bow where it's tied up. So that's really cool. And we will build her. I don't know how the cookie is supposed to go in her hand. That's going to be hard for me because I'm always damaging these things. Okay, so. Oh, every time, see, you got to put the hands forward because otherwise the hands just like bounce off the pinny, off the skirt, sorry. So I'm assuming her head and her hair. There we are. That looks cool. And now the bottle must go so that the drink me label faces forward. Oopsie. Now how does the cookie go? Now she has the cookie in her hand. Okay. Let's turn her hand and put that cookie in. Oopsie. Okay. Their legs bend backwards and forwards and it's really hard to keep them upright. Okay, so I think that's right. So this is Alice, and Alice looks really cute. I like the fact that she has several accessories. The little bottle is really cute. The fact that it's see-through, it just doesn't block out too much and it looks really nice. Getting closer, Alice. Go for your close-up, gal. Her hair looks really good. It's good mini hair. And her dress looks fabulous, and she's holding her cookie and her bottle. Maybe this is... Now, which was the one that made her shrink? Was it the potion? So maybe she's just taken the potion. So maybe she was my size a minute ago. That'd be cool to think. So it's really, really pretty figure. And this is the back. Awesome. I really like her. And I really loved the movie as well. Not the new live actions. I'm not really a fan of those. But I really like the original. The only bit I ever really think about though is the bit with the caterpillar. I don't know why, that's the bit that stuck with me. Sorry, Alice. My bad. Oh, it's got a scratch on the back of her head. Oh, I think it's meant to be there. I think that's like where they've shaped it. But no, that's a really nice little figure to start with. I was actually thinking that was going to be one of the bigger packets. So it's quite cool that she was in one of the smaller ones. I was not expecting that. Awesome. Great start. Let's put her there. And we will tick off Alice, who was number 7 on the checklist. Great. Lovely. So let's grab these out of the basket. Let's have a crinkle fest. Now, which one do I want? They all feel quite big. This one's got a bulky piece, this one's got a bulky piece, this one's got a bulky piece. I don't know which one I want. Okay. This one. Okay. So I've gone for this one. Oh, I think I can feel the torso. Oh, that narrows it down, doesn't it? So I'm very excited about the fact that this is the last set, because I've been wanting to open them all for ages. Oh, it's Peter Pan. What on earth? Oh, I think you take these off. Okay, I'm going to show you like this because I can hold them better. So he comes with his base and these little daggers. Now, I don't remember Peter Pan having 2 daggers. I remember him having 1 that I can remember. So there's his daggers. I like the fact that it's that gold coloured thing again, but the fact of the matter is, like, I wish they'd gone for a more metallic gold. This is kind of like a dull gold, like a bronzy colour. Oh, that must be what I was feeling. So he's got a little hairpiece, and it's got his ears on him as well, because he's got like little pixie ears. And there is his hair. Do you see it? Little curl at the front, and his hat with his feather. There we have it. It's very dull in here today, I don't know why, but that's really cute. And then we have a very Oh, I don't know why that's dusty. It's very dusty. Here is his head. He looks kind of manic there. Like, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Very lightly villainous. But I think it might be the eyebrows. And his eyebrows are kind of reddy brown, so they kind of match his hair. And he's got his little leggies. So here are his little legs. And it's got his darker coloured, like, leggingy things on underneath his trousers, his little brown shoes, and the triangular, like, top of his tunic coming down. And then the front, I'm gonna hold his little hand. So the back of his figure is just very plain with just a belt. And then the front of his figure has his little open V-neck collar and his belt and his very pale skin. It's a really nice green colour though. It's very similar to the skin of the alien. It's just a really nice vibrant green. I think this is slightly more green though. This looks a little bit darker, but very, very slightly. Oh, slightly. That was one of the Lost Boys, wasn't it? So I haven't watched Peter Pan in quite a while. I'm going to put his daggers in first so I don't break him. So I remember when the second one came out. I mean, I'd already watched Peter Pan before, but when the second one came out, it kind of started me off again. I really enjoyed the second one actually, but I think sometimes having sequels, though good, it doesn't always work. I do think that the Peter Pan sequel was quite well done because, you know, it wasn't just rushed out. There was a lot of thought into the story and the music was lovely, but I did find that the film didn't seem to have as much heart. I don't know. And it also made me question the first one. You know, if Peter Pan is so in love with Wendy, I don't know, I'm overly logical and I was like, what? What is going on? So, when you get a story as lovely as Peter Pan, and then you mess with it, like there's a sequel book out now, which is not written obviously by Barry, but I think it's okayed by the estate of Barry, and I just feel like his ideas for Neverland should have died with him. You know, you don't just pick up somebody else's idea and go with it. That's nothing more than a fan fiction, but some people believe it's the next in line in the books, and I don't know, it's like, you know, obviously heaven forbid, touch wood, nothing happens, but if something happened to J.K. Rowling and then someone came along and was like, oh, we're going to make more money and we're going to write another 7 books. It's not Harry Potter, it's somebody else's interpretation of Harry Potter. I mean, I could read that for free by going online. I just don't like it when people do that. I feel like it's wrong. I feel that if there was going to be another book, there would have been another book, you know? So, here is Peter. See what I mean? He looks kind of evil. I think I've got his hair wonky. Yeah, that's better. So, he does look kind of evil. Not gonna lie. But he does look pretty cool. Have I not got his foot on properly? His foot's not on properly. There we go. Oh, I never noticed before, but his sleeves even have like a darker green on them. Like where they come down over the sides of his arms. That's pretty nice detailing. I didn't realise that. And we can get a better look at the back of his head now because that hair was in the way. It's got like a crease where the hat flops over and his feathers there. See, like if you have him from like the side or something, it's like, hey, I'm happy. But if you look at him dead on, he's like, I'm evil. I don't know why. It's a nice little figure, but it does look a little bit, oh. Awesome, straight on to the next one. Oh, no, take Peter Pan off. There we go. He was number 15. How exciting. It's so strange that we're kind of left with, I mean, we've got Ariel, but then we're left with Daisy, Donald, and Mickey. It's quite unusual to be left with the classics, you know. So I am going to mix these up and pick one. I'm not looking. I'll have that one. Yeah, I'll have this one. Awesome. I do love the front cover of these. You know, it's just so cute how they do these. But I must admit that I did think that was all there was in the series when I got these. And then I was like, why is there 18? And it wasn't until I did some research and I looked online and I watched some people open some of these that I was like, oh, there's a checklist inside with more. Oh. Because when I opened the series 15, like, I honestly thought the same thing. I think it every time. I'm like, well, you know, maybe this time they're showing all the characters. But no, they don't show all the characters. Let's take the checklist out. Okay, and we're gonna tip it out. What do we got a bow. Who do you guys think it is? I know, it can only be one. It's Daisy! That's so cool. Oh, she comes with a little duck butt. She comes with a rubber duck butt, guys. Look. It's a teeny tiny rubber duck butt. Oh my god, it's so cute. That's so cute. And she's got the same style of bow that Minnie Mouse has. But hers is a plain pastel pink. It looks more purple on the camera, but it is very light baby pink. And she has got little pink shoes on her duck feet. Little pink shoes. And her little duck feet are orange, as they should be. And then she's got like white where I'm assuming her feathers are. I'm quite surprised that she hasn't got a little skirt, because I feel like she would do. Like maybe because they gave her the duck butt, they decided against giving her something else. So awesome. And she's a very simple figure actually, other than the bow and the duck butt. Her torso is just that is it, that little V. And the back of her is plain. And the only detailing she has is the short sleeves. Did you see that? So that's a very simple figure. But her head has been sculpted, which is quite nice. I feel like it's probably going to be the same as with Minnie, that Mickey and Donald, you know, the male characters are going to be pretty much exactly the same when it comes to the figureheads, except for the eyelashes. But she's a nice little figure. She does look really happy and kind of, you know, just a really good sculpting on this. She's even got a little bit of like tufty, feathery hair at the back there. So let's put her together. So her feet first. And then the duck butt. Duck butt. Woo, duck butt. You don't see Daisy in a lot of stuff nowadays. Like, there's quite a few figures and stuff I've seen people open, but what I mean is like, like TV shows and stuff, you don't really see a lot of Daisy Duck in the in the shows and in the movies. Like, or if you do, you only see her for a few minutes and then she's gone. You know, she's just telling Donald off or something. So this is a nice little figure, actually. I do quite like this one. She is very simple, but actually quite effective. I quite like it, and I do love that little duck butt. Seriously, look at that. That is so cute. So stinking cute. So there she is. This is Daisy and her duck butt. But I do kind of feel like if her duck butt is sticking out, is she wearing new trousers? So I do kind of feel like she could have come with a skirt with a duck butt attached. Or a duck butt shaped skirt. Something like that. I don't know. But she is cute. And her bow is nice. And there's her hair. Awesome. So I don't really know what to say about this figure. I just think it's really simple, really nice. But I don't know a lot about Daisy Duck, I'm afraid. So there's the first three. Oh, it's so exciting. So we are literally on the last three figures that I got. It's kind of bittersweet, kind of sad. Because I have really enjoyed opening this series. But it has taken me a long time. I mean, I have to set aside a good hour and a half to film one of these videos. And the problem I have is that I only get like 4 hours a week to film. So I've kind of had to pick and choose what videos I have filmed, because otherwise things tend to like stack up. And these are small enough that I can kind of tuck them away. So, okay. Which one do I go for? I honestly couldn't tell you which figure is in which, because Mickey Mouse has a huge head and Ariel has a big body, and what is that? It feels like a head, and you know, Donald's head's pretty big, and then his little duck butt, so I really don't know. To me, looking at it from you, it's 1, 2, 3. So because we're on the final 3, I'm going to take the third packet. Although it's probably the other way around. And I've probably just taken the first packet, but okay. We'll go by this one. And the next round will be judged by the crinkliest package. Okay, so the checklist is caught on something. Okay. So I'm trying to be a little bit quicker with this, because I know that it's probably annoying to some people how long I take to open 6 minifigures, and it's not that I'm doing it to, you know, annoy people. These videos are created to help people to sleep, to de-stress. So they're not supposed to be quick. They're supposed to be personal in a way. You know, I'm sitting here and I am talking to the camera, to you guys. I tell you the truth about what I'm feeling at the time, my honest opinions, and hopefully you guys, you know, enjoy that honesty and that, you know, kind of slow, rambling kind of thing that I like to do. And I've got some other minifigures. They're not Lego ones, but I'll be opening them in the future. I really want to work on my layout first, but that's, you know, something else. I want to try and get somewhere where I can film whenever I want, soundproof it or something, but we shall see. Alright, who do you guys think I got? I think the head kind of half popped out earlier, so yeah, the head did. I thought I saw a Mickey Mouse head, but I wasn't 100% sure. So his base and his top, so he's the opposite of Daisy. He is completely Stalkers on the top. So he has no clothing on the top. There is nothing on the back, and there is nothing on the front. All he has is his white gloves. Awesome. So it's a very simple figure, this one. And then the bottom here has his yellow trademark shoes and his shorts with the white buttons. Just as Mickey does in all things, unless he's wearing a costume. That would be pretty cool if they did another series where they did like the Mickey from Fantasia or something. That'd be cool. And then the head, like I said, it's pretty much exactly the same as, no wait, it is exactly the same as the Minnie Mouse figure, minus the eyelashes. And do you know how I know it's the same? Because it has the hole on top for the bow. So for example, sorry Daisy, look, it's Minnie Mouse. She just hasn't put her mascara on yet. So it is the same piece, which is slightly annoying. I thought it was going to be, but that probably means Donald's gonna have the hole in his head as well. But let's build Mickey. I think Mickey was the first character I probably knew from Disney. We watched a lot of the old cartoons when I was a kid. When I open the Donald Duck one, I'll tell you my favourite one. And, you know, I loved Pluto. Pluto was probably always my favourite from the base cast. You know, there'd be the occasional special kind of, you know, one-off character or something, but, oh, I've never noticed that before. Look, he kind of like, he can do like a little dance. Yeah, so let's stand him up straight. There he is with his little hands. And this is actually a very, very basic figure. I mean, I thought Daisy Duck was basic, but this is even more so. I think they could have done better on this figure, considering he is like the staple of Disney. You know, when you think of Disney, you think of Mickey Mouse. And they really just, I don't think, I mean, they've kind of captured him, but at the same time, I do think they could have done more. They could have had him dressed up slightly better. You know, they could have given him some suspenders or something, I don't know. I can't think of what he's worn in other things, but he has the hole on the top of his head just like Minnie, which is a shame. I mean, why they couldn't get rid of that for this figure, I don't know. I feel that's a bit cheap, but whatever. Okay, so the final two, and this is going to be a crinkle war. So I'm going to crinkle this one, and I'm going to crinkle this one, and we will see who is the crinkliest. I think this one wins. Alright, so we have, oh, we didn't tick off Daisy Duck or Mickey. I got straight on. So Daisy was number 9 and Mickey was number 12. So we literally have 2 left. We have Donald, who is number 10, and Ariel, who is number 18. So, what do you guys think this is? Sounds like it has a lot of pieces. Okay. It's always weird when you feel the air whoosh out. Okay, let's go over the checklist. Ooh, this is a big one. It's Ariel. Ooh, pretty. There is a really nice, just like with Maleficent, but this one is pink. We've got a gem. How nice. Can't really see it very well at the moment, but hopefully you'll see it better in a minute. Oh, there's her base. So we'll take her base out. And the gem. Put the gem in the middle of a dot. It'll be like a spotlight for it. Then we have, oh yes, just like I said, the hairpiece, just like with Alice, very thick, very substantial. That is a weighty piece. And it has her trademark flip side fringe. I always loved the hair in The Little Mermaid. I mean, don't we all dream for hair like that? Not red. Not that I have anything against red, but this is like red, not nice, like gingery red. This is like luminescent red. But then I've never really been one for like brash colours. My manager at work is always telling me, dye your hair, put some pink in it or something, and I would really love to. But the thing is, I love my hair colour, so why would I change that? I live vicariously through another girl that works with us who constantly changes her hair from like green to purple to blue. Is this her bikini? No, that is a shell. Oh, and it like opens and closes. Ooh. So here's a shell. Oh, I think that's where the gem goes. Yes, this is where the gem goes. And it's a really nice shell. I thought it was her bikini. Oh no, she's wearing her bikini. It's okay. So there is the shell. How easy is it to open? Once I've now stupidly closed it. Oh, it's really easy. That's fine. And the open bit. Honestly, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. So there it is. And before anybody says anything, I like my nails long. It makes it easier for me. I work and picking up small things, you know, when you're doing crafting and stuff like that. I like it. I tend to do it I tend to cut them back every like 2 weeks or something, so. But I do prefer them nice and long. It's also easier when you paint your nails. So much easier. I'm not painting my nails at the moment. I don't know if you can see. I think it's finally starting to fade. I painted my nails for several weeks and they kind of like round the tips, they went kind of orange. I wasn't painting my nails orange. They just went kind of orange, like the oxygen's not good or something. My nails are kind of, I have psoriasis. And I get psoriasis on my nails, so they're already quite weak anyway. And I haven't got any patches at the moment since I stopped painting my nails. Oh, I've got a tiny bit on my, this thumb. I don't know if you can see, they're like dimples in my nails. That's actually psoriasis on my nails, or at least that's what the doctor said. But, so I've got a little tiny paint flaw on the fin, but it's her regular coloured fin. There's her butt. And what goes there? I wonder why that's there. It's got like a weird cutout part. I don't know what that's about. I think that's the front though, so I don't think you'd actually see that part. Oh, that must, I don't know, we'll have a look in a minute. But there we go, we have her fin, and this is the front, so this is how it will look, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they've had the fin coming off to the side. Very nice. And then we have her upper body. The back of her has the band of her bikini top, or shell bikini thing, and the top of her tail. And then the front has her shell bikini, which is what I thought those shells were, and the top of her tail. And her little navel. Look, there's her little belly button. Belly button. So that's pretty cool. And then her head rolled away. And this is actually very, very similar, if not almost exactly the same as the Alice one. It is very, very similar, but let me show you this one first. So there is the Ariel head, and I thought it was the same as the Alice one, but you can see her mouth is bigger and her eyes are bigger, so it is slightly different. I like that. I was kind of wondering if they were going to reuse some of the minifigure heads rather than just like they have with the Donald and the Daisy and the Mickey and Minnie and stuff like that. So let us put together our little Ariel. So there is her, oh I see. So the cutout part is, can you see it's where the other circles are? So it's, because it's such a big piece, it's where the circles are. I'm assuming they've done another one so that if you wanted to use this figure on like a bigger board which has lots of these raised bits rather than just a row of them, it will also fit. So that's pretty cool that I thought of that. Now she goes on the top there, and let's have a look-see. So then her head goes on, and her hair, and her hair. I almost put her head on upside down then. The hair, how does the hair look? Ooh, the hair looks good, and I like the fact that I can't bend this one. So that's cool. And now the gem goes in here. Now what is she supposed to do? Is she supposed to hold it? Or does it just go next to her, or what? Like, oh I see, okay. It's a shame you can't like bend it down so it's just showing a little bit. Okay, here we go. Alright, so there is Ariel with her shell. The shell is ginormous. I would put it down here, but I'm not sure how well it will fit. It's a shame I can't close that now. Ooh, I pulled her off. What did I do wrong? I can't get her back on. Come on, Ariel. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't get her back on then. So there is Ariel. I'm actually toying with the idea of doing a soft singing version of Part of Your World. I love that song, but that's a hard one to sing when you're whispering. Any song is hard to sing when you're whispering, because you got to change all the high notes to low notes. Otherwise it comes out sounding like a whistle, and it's not relaxing at all. So there is the figure. I really, really like this one. The tail piece is awesome. Look at that, that's fantabulous. And the hair, this is her from the back. It's really, really nice figure. I love the curve of the tail as well. The only thing is, like, I do have a tiny paint flaw. Do you see it? It's really, really tiny, but it just bugs me a little bit. So that is fabulous. Oop. So let's tick Ariel off so we know who should be in the final packet. And I have to admit, I thought I'd be really like calm at this point because of the fact that, you know, I've opened all the other ones without duplicates, but I'm really worried this is a daisy. What if it's a daisy duck? I think I can feel the head. There's quite a big bit there, but that could also be the duck butt. No, I think that's the duck butt. Is there a bow? I can't feel a bow. Oh god, it's so scary. Alright. I'm just gonna breathe and try and figure this out. Okay, here we go. There we go. So, this is kind of bittersweet. That was the last packet I've cut open. And this is the last checklist that I'm removing. So sad. So sad. Alright, I'm just going to do this quick. Oh, his duck butt escaped. Oh, thank God for that. That was quite scary. My heart is going. I was like, please do not tell me that I bought these like 3 months ago and there's nothing I can do about it now. And it's not a Donald, you know, so that's awesome. I'm so excited. If the seller that I bought them from has or gets the new series, if and when it comes out, I will be buying from him again. Very pleased. Alright, so we've seen the duck butt. The duck butt is the same, but there it is anyway. And his base. And his head, yeah, I thought so. It's exactly the same as Daisy. It's got the same hair flicks at the back. It even has the hole for the bow. And it's just missing the eyelids and the eyelashes. And then, oh, and the difference on the feet is that with Daisy, she came with little pink shoes, but Donald is barefoot. He's more of a naturalist duck. And, oh, okay, this is different. So Mickey Mouse didn't come with an accessory to wear, but Donald does, so you won't see the hole on the top of Donald's head, because he actually comes with his little cap. Look, it's so cute. And it even has the little black tassel-y part on the back. So that's really cute. There it is. And his outfit is very good, very true to character. And I loved Donald Duck as a kid. He was probably my favorite out of the regular series. Like the Mickey, Goofy, Donald, you know, he was my favorite. And there's his little, like, I don't know what that thing is, but it's the thing that goes over the top of him. And then he's even got little yellow patches on his arms for his little sailor outfit, both sides. And then there is the top of his the top of his torso. It's got his bow, which holds his neckerchief thingy on. You can see a little bit of white duck skin. Okay, so let's build Donald. Duck butt. Duck butt. Okay, and I remember to put the hands up so I don't get caught. And the head. There we go. And the hat, so the circle is at the front, I'm assuming. Where does it go? Oh, there it goes. So it goes, oh, I prefer it slightly to the side. That is freaking adorable. Oh my god, I love Donald. So Donald is definitely my favorite in comparison to Daisy. Donald is freaking cute. Look at Donald. Look, there he is. There he is. And he's got his, of course, his little duck butt. And his hat is just so cute. I love his hat. And it went on really easy as well, so. Now, I was telling you guys that I'd tell you my favorite cartoon. Now, I don't remember the name of it, but if I describe it, hopefully you guys can tell me and then I can look it up, because it was probably my favorite one ever. And the reason for that is, do you remember before DVDs, so we're going back quite a while, you could record off the TV onto a VCR, you know. And we quite often do that if we were, we didn't have a lot of money, so we would record movies to watch together, and then we would record over that movie to watch another movie, and then we would record over that movie to watch another movie. We couldn't afford to buy videos. I would get 1, maybe 2 videos a year, because my nan would buy it for me. She had a little bit more money than we had, and you know, like I remember getting Beauty and the Beast for my birthday. That was my entire birthday present, as far as I'm aware, was Beauty and the Beast VHS, and it was my favorite movie for so long. I just remember we recorded a movie, but we pressed record a little bit early so we don't miss it, and it recorded this cartoon that was on before the movie. They used to do that. They used to put a cartoon on before the movie, and every time we kind of recorded over that video, somehow that cartoon always stayed on. We never recorded over it. I don't know if it was deliberate or what, but it was the one where Donald gets stranded on a desert island with no, I think it was like a cricket or something, and they have to like team up together to get coconuts and to break through the coconut, and it's about Donald being kind of mean and drinking all the coconut water, and you know, basically doing this poor little bug out of the food and the drink, and at the end the bug becomes wise to it and does the same back to Donald, and in the end they have to learn to live harmoniously together. And it's just, I love that cartoon. I mean, I really, really love that cartoon. I so would love to watch that again. It's just really cute, and I love the fact that they used to have like classical music too, or at least, you know, what I would class as classical music. It didn't have any words, so it was just classical to me, and I loved it. That was my all-time favourite children's cartoon. I mean, I love Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes and all that sort of stuff as well, but my favourite was that Donald Duck cartoon. I also liked Chip and Dale. It was when like Chip would like shout at Dale but in chipmunk language, and I was like, and it was just so cute. I loved it. So anyway, this little fellow here, this is Donald, and he is adorable, and I'm so glad I finished with him because I liked telling you that story about the cartoon. Maybe you guys remember it, maybe you guys are going to watch it, maybe you were too young and you're now going to find it and watch it and you'll love it too. So he's awesome. I love that. Awesome. Let's tick this final one off of the checklist. So he was number 10, and that is it. That is all of them. We now have a complete checklist. There it is. So, just gonna tell you once more, just because the figures we received today were Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan from Peter Pan, Daisy Duck, the beautiful wife or girlfriend or whatever they are of Donald. We've got Mickey Mouse, the classic character of Disney, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and Donald Duck. Yay! So this was really fun. This whole series was great. I really, really can't wait to start a new one. It's gonna have to wait a few weeks though, because they take so much time to edit these, so I really want to make sure I get all of these edited and done. So I'm so happy. I got every single character, which I must admit has been a worry. no lie. I really did think, oh no, I'm gonna end up with two whoever. I didn't really think about which character it was. But I'm just so happy that I didn't. So it's really great that I can trust in the seller that I bought from. Yes, it cost me a little bit extra money, but actually it probably cost me less than buying packets individually myself, because as you could tell, I had no idea who most of these characters were, and I thought this was a daisy again, so, because I could not feel this hat. I don't know, perhaps if I did it as, you know, a lot as like a hobby or something, I'd probably get better at it, but I did try. I thought I had Alice last time, so apparently I didn't. Also, guys, I would like you to comment below and tell me who your favorite is out of these 6, and also who your all-time favorite out of the 18 that I've opened. Who was your all-time favorite? I'm going to say that although I really like Ariel and I love Donald, figure-wise, Alice is my favorite for today. But that all-time, I still really, really like Maleficent. So that's my opinion. Please tell me what your opinion is. I would love, love, love to hear it. And as always, guys, I will see you again soon.